Students, welcome to the another class of social science. And from today's class, we are going to start our social and political life segment. So, to provide brief information, let me tell you that in class 7 civics, we focus on social, political, and economic life in contemporary India. So let us start with the first chapter, and this chapter is providing the concept of diversity, the meaning of diversity, different reasons and types of inequality that persist in Indian society, and we are going to discuss different methods through which we are having equality in our society, that is provisions of constitution. Students, you can see different types of pictures here. Some are of flowers, some are of fruits, and some are different colors. So all these pictures show that there are diverse things in our society and in our day-to-day life. But when we are having this diversification in our life, it doesn't mean that we are different from each other. Rather, it provides variety in our life. In the same fashion, in India also we are having variety of culture, religion, eating habits, dressing styles, etc., which provide a diversification or diversified our country. We are knowing that in our country we are having diversity, and because of those diversity we call our country as a land of diversity. But instead of accepting those variety, instead of accepting those diversity, the people of our country, they started creating differences among each other. So here we are going to discuss about the discrimination or differences created by people on the basis of region, religion, color of the skin, dressing style, language, and food. Because of all these reasons, people started creating differences and making people either superior or inferior among themselves. So the ongoing differences and discrimination leads to inequality in our society, and because of those inequalities we are having different criteria to differentiate people among all. There are few inequalities which persist, like economic inequality. Economic inequality makes the difference between rich and poor. Next one is the gender inequality that creates differences among men and women. Here, women were always considered and are considered unequal as compared to men. In social inequality, we are creating different castes or different social groups inferior as compared to others. And under religious inequality, some religions are considered superior as compared, as we people are although different from each other, but still that doesn't mean that we should create unequal situation or unequal steps among each other. So for that we should have one restriction, that is Constitution of India. The Constitution means certain rules and regulations which has to be followed by every citizen of our country, and that makes every person equal. This chapter introduces you to the concept of dignity. And dignity means when we are providing equitable respect, equitable status to everyone. And to provide equitable status, we are having the concept of equality that provides a condition in which adequate opportunities are given to all. For providing that opportunities, the Constitution provided certain guidelines to make varied equalities in society, and it guided that social, gender, religious equality must persist in the society along with equality before law. Equality before law means that no person, either rich or poor, big or small, they are different. Rather, each and every person is equal in the eyes of laws in terms of justice achieved by them from the government or from the constitution. Out of all the guidelines given by the Constitution, the foremost guideline of the Constitution in India is the representative government. Here, this means that all citizens, without any kind of discrimination, they must have the accessibility to choose their representatives. And this form of equality is known as universal adult franchise, in which all adults, that means who attained the age of 18 years, irrespective of their religion, their educational qualification, their caste, their economic background, are allowed to vote. This concept of universal adult franchise is an essential aspect of all the democracies, as this idea is basically based on the idea of equality. As the Indian Constitution recognizes every person equal, this means that every individual in the country, including male and female persons from all castes, religions, tribes, educational and economic backgrounds, are recognized as equal. So that provided a recognition of dignity. This means that when persons are treated unequally, their dignity is violated. So, to provide dignity, all persons must be valued and respected for their own sake and to be treated ethically. For recognizing equality and dignity, the following provisions are mentioned in the Constitution. The first one is every person is equal before the law. As I told you that while seeking the judgment, no person be treated unequally. Second one is that no person can be discriminated against on the basis of their religion, race, caste, place of birth, or on the basis of gender. That shows that earlier, when we are making discrimination in the society, all kinds of discriminations must be stopped. And if someone is making those discriminations, now it is a legal offense. Every person has access to all public places. That includes that all the markets, all parks, any kind of community area, they must be open to each and every kind of person, irrespective of their background. If someone is doing so, the person is liable to get the punishment. Other one is the untouchability has been abolished. Untouchability, as you have already studied in class 6, which were there in our ancient period. So, to provide equitable status to each and every social community, this concept has been abolished by the Constitution under the provision. So, this is all for today. Students, let us revise, let us recapitulate quickly what we have done today. We have discussed about the meaning of equality, which shows that every person must be provided adequate opportunities, and constitutions has also given certain guidelines to promote social, economic, gender and religious equality in our society. The political equality is very important to maintain or to sustain equality. This shows that all persons who attain the age of 18 years must have right to choose their representative. And there are certain guidelines, there are certain provisions which are mentioned in the constitutions which has to be abidable by all the citizens, and if no one is following, then they are bound to get punishment from the government, as government is the representative of the constitution. So it is the duty of government to check that all the matters must be followed by the people which are mentioned in the constitution.